Hey there, guys and gals. Melodic Symphony here, and today we're going to be playing some more of the Roommates. So this is either going to be like week 20 and week 21 combined, or it's just going to be week 20, and the next time will be week 21. But we're nearing the end, and this is actually going to be running very smoothly from now on. So I'm just going to go ahead and start now, and we'll keep going. I snag a good seat, prepared for another class. I sometimes can't believe they still let Professor Task teach here. I guess that's the power of tenure. I wonder what he's going to get into today. Alright, you little money sack, sit down. Let's get this started. Everyone quiets down, sitting in their seats. Then Professor turns on a projector and starts displaying slides. The slides seem to be displaying a countryside, a few buildings dot it. As he progresses through the studies, we see a bunch of people standing in front of buildings and posing. Professor, are we just looking at your vacation slides? What's your point? I'm trying to get to a point. If certain nosy know-nothings would stop interrupting me. I sit back in my seat, not believing we're actually looking at the professor's vacation slides. Oh, I'm sorry, Anne. Is my lecture boring you? Perhaps you'd like to give a better one. Come, get down here. I stand up for... Oh, this is different. I stand up from my desk, walking down to stand in front of the professor. He looks down at me, then sternly stares in... Oh, that stern stare in his eyes. I've had my eye on you for a while now, Anne. I've been watching you and hoping that you would blossom into the full and glorious student I know you could be. I look quizzically at the professor. I had no idea he had such an interest in me. His smoldering brown eyes are boring a hole into me. Well, I wanted to do my best for you, Professor. I know you did, Anne. That was part of my joy. Watching you, knowing that you were so eager to please me and that I was so eager to teach. What? Oh, is this another one of her awkward as hell dreams? Suddenly the professor takes me into his arms. You are the one for me, Anne. You're the one who can take my instruction, and I only teach pleasure. When I'm done, you will know pleasure and how to please better than any other person before you. The professor hugs me close, looking down into my eyes. Will you complete me, Anne? Will you be the pupil I need to complete this circle? But wait, if you really look deeply, there's 3 lights in this little section here. I can feel warmth creeping up my neck. I bury my head in the professor's coat. What? Why is this even an option? This shouldn't be an option. I'm sorry, Professor Task, but my heart already belongs to Dominic. The professor pushes me harshly away from him, throwing an arm across his face. Fine. I thought you could be the one, but no, you are just like all the others. You will never be complete without me, Anne, you fool. But I must admit, I'll never be complete without you. Under his jacket, the professor pulls a long knife. Jesus. The class gasps as he puts the point to his chest just over his heart. If I cannot have you, then I do not want anyone. I regret only one thing, that I wasted my time loving a waste like Anne. Professor Task pulls the dagger away. I turn my head, not wanting to watch. As the dagger plunges toward his breast, I hear a scream from the back. No, all's not lost, Professor. You do not have to do this. I don't? No, you really don't. Oh, I thought... Yes, I know, but you don't. Though you could always kill Anne if you need to kill someone. Hey, great idea. Here, take my spare. What? I look in horror as the professor and Roxanne begin approaching me with daggers bared. I can't run, I can't hide, and they're getting closer. They're almost on top of me. What the fuck is going on? With a start, I lift my head off my desk. I can't believe I fell asleep. What a shock! What the hell was that dream? Are the dreams different every time you go through the playthrough? If so, I might just go through the playthrough a bunch of times on purpose just to see these different scenes. Oh god, that's hilarious. And that's why you should always be aware of what kind of cheese you're buying in foreign countries. See, I told you I was getting to a point. Jesus, I'm... Okay. I can't believe how busy I've gotten. The year's almost over, and I feel like I'm never going to be done studying. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to just hang out with my friends, aside from some drama here and there. Oh well, success is its own reward, after all. I head up to my room and close the door. Time to take care of business for a while. Oh, the thing, that one's where Rakesh would walk into your room and ask you to help him with a Skype call or something to his parents. Oh, I think it's Totally not Skype. It's a non-name brand thing. Not sponsored. Back in my room at last. Just as I'm putting my keys on my desk, there's a knock on my door. And you have to help me. They have outwitted me. Oh, no, this is it. Never mind. I lied, guys. I stand with my keys in hand staring at Rakesh. Who's outwitted you? My parents. They're gonna be in a video calling me in 20 minutes. So? So the letter I wrote them, they're not coming. But they still want to check up on me. You have to help. I look down at the keys in my hand for a moment before answering. I'm gonna skip this one, because I'll have to play it with his event anyways. I'm sorry, Rakesh, but my professor wants me to come down for an immediate conference about my essay for finals. I can't blow this off, Rakesh. You'll be fine. Just tell your parents the truth, okay? Rakesh looks devastated, but he nods and wanders off back to his room. I pick up my house keys and wander back outside. I really don't want to get in the middle of Rakesh's personal problems like this. I didn't have anywhere to go, though. Maybe Carmen's not busy, or I could just go to the library. Yeah, and unfortunately I didn't want to do that one because I did it last time, and I will also do it during his playthrough. And I didn't really want to waste time with that because it's a really, really long. I think it's like alone it's 10 minutes. But anyways, we can go to week 21 now, and we can actually end this series, like, with these extra time we have, I guess. So, yeah, here we go, straight on. Ooh, I was so close to not getting 600. That's actually surprising. Why was I? Oh, because of these. I forgot I didn't do these. Oh, these didn't even fall under it anyways. So his is possible to get the 600. You just have to, like, be careful. Interesting. I can't believe I never learned that before. See, now we're at 600. Yay. Okay, give me a call tomorrow and we can talk a bit more. Okay? Sounds great. I want to see if Dominic wants to go out tonight. Oh yeah, I'm so glad you two got together. You're so cute with each other. I blush as I wave goodbye to Carmen. I hope with finals so close we can have a bit of fun tonight. Though I might just try to make some time to make sure my homework is finished. I assume so, yeah. Oh wow, I thought my phone was ringing and I was about to be really upset. I'm about to go see where Dominic's gotten off to when my cell phone starts to vibrate. Oh hey Dominic, I thought you were home. No, sorry Anne, I got caught up in class again. Sorry to do this, but can I ask you to come help again? I sigh, a little disappointed that we're stuck grading papers again. But Dominic is a TA. 20 minutes later, I'm at the science building. Geez, that's a long walk to a different building, holy crap. Unfortunately, things look a little dark. I opened the door to the class Dominic told me to meet him at. The lights seem to be out. I'm not sure what's going on. Suddenly, I see a tiny flame down near the professor's podium. As I watch it illuminate, Dominic, who uses it to... What? As I watch it illuminates Dominic, who uses it to light 3 candles. I think it means, like, as I watch it illuminate, Dominic uses it to light 3 candles. I don't know why the word who is there. Oh well, it's a bit confusing to me. 3 candles on a table covered in food. But wait! Illuminates. Illuminati. 3 candles on the table in a classroom with 3 plus 3 plus 1 row. That's 3 sets. 1 set of 3, 1 set of 3, and a single set of 1, making 3 sets. Therefore, okay, I'm done. Surprise! I hope you like lobster. Oh, are you kidding? What? Dominic, this is incredible. We've both been busy with our studies lately, so... I head down to the table where Dominic kindly holds a chair out for me. Dominic must have gone all out here. There are lobster tails, some cheesy rolls, and some angel hair pasta. Jeez, Dominic, how did you manage all this? This looks fantastic. Did you cook this? No, sorry. I'm not that amazing. It's bought. I've been saving up for a while. I feel bad after our last date. Besides, I wanted to do something special. Well, you've certainly done well. Together we dig in and begin eating the wonderful meal. Whoever did cook the lobster was definitely professional as it tastes great. We try to chit-chat a bit, but between all the different savory flavors, my mouth is usually full. Finally, we finish everything off and sit back in our chairs resting. You've certainly outdone yourself, Dominic. I'm going to have to do something special for you. Oh no, it was my pleasure. I had a lot of fun getting everything ready. Oh, this is a trick question, I think. Because that one would be... No, I would go with this one anyways, I think. Is this a trick question? Maybe next time you could show me your MMO. You seem to have a lot of fun with it. I haven't played video games in a while, but it would be nice to learn. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd love to show you. I haven't gotten a chance to try some of the new low-level stuff yet. For a while, Dominic lights up and talks about his game. I'm looking forward to trying it with him. Anyway, we should get this cleaned up. Oh yeah, I'll help. Dominic blows out the candles and turns on the lights so we can get everything cleaned up. Together, we head back home. Woo! I can't believe the year's almost over. Sometimes I regret not throwing something together. Still, no sense in worrying about it now. At least instead of worrying about it, I can catch a nap. Nothing beats a nap before the big test. I head back home and decide to lay down. Oh, I accidentally have a little... I was showing an example, I think, last time or something. I think it might have even been earlier this episode. God, I have a bad memory. But, yeah, that's not supposed to be football. It's supposed to be an app. And that event there was, like, when your party would be. Are we going? Yeah, there we go. All right, kids, you've got finals next week, so I'm sure you've all got plenty of studying to do. I could try teaching you something that's going to be on the finals. But really, why should I start teaching now? Oh, God, sorry. The professor throws us a slide on the projector that just says, study, before walking out of the room. Half the class opens their books and starts studying. The other half starts standing up to pick up their things. Not sure which I should do. Well, if I'm going to study, I'll do it at my own place. I pick up my things and head out the door with a bunch of the other students with the same idea. I make my way over to the cafe. I figure I'll grab a bite while I study. Wow, Anne? I guess the gang's all here. I look towards Sally's voice and see that all of my roommates really are here. They've all gathered around a table in the corner. Looks like even Isabella took a break from work to sit down. We all just kept coming in one by one. I suppose our great minds have thought alike. Dominic waves at me, smiling and patting an empty seat. Is everyone else's professor as crazy as Professor Task's? Nah, he's the only asshole with tenure around here. I think the schedule's all just worked out. Wow, we almost never get to do this. This is so nice. Yeah, we should get together more often. Most of you are all pretty alright. Isabella punches Max in the arm as we laugh. It's been a long year, hasn't it? It really has been. Sounds like lots of fun, though. Yeah, I think it's been the most fun I've ever had this year. And you managed to learn a lot, too. I've been quite impressed with your results. Aw, thanks. Honestly, you've all been so nice to me. I really appreciate everything you've all done for me. How about I get everyone a snack today, if you're not already full? Everyone cheers, and a few minutes later, I approach the counter to make an order. As I wait for the other clerk to get my order ready, I look back at the table with all my roommates. Friends sitting around it. This has been a good year, and frankly, I can't wait to see what happens next. The next 2 weeks fairly flew by. Between my finals and everyone else's, I barely got any time to study with my friends. Any time to spend with my friends. I put a lot of work into this last final, but it's not really my last one. Sometimes the idea of 3 more years of this seems incredibly daunting. But I know I need my education, so even though there's a lot of hard times ahead, I know the payoff will be worth it in the end. I probably wouldn't even be on campus today if I hadn't needed to sell some books back. As long as I was here, though, I went ahead and printed off my grades for the year. Despite all the craziness this quarter, I've managed to keep my grades up. It's nice to see all my hard work paying off in my grades. As I watch the students pass by, I can't help but wonder how many more nice people I could have met this year. I'm glad I've met so many, and I really feel like I've made some progress, but I don't know. It feels like I'm still a little cooped up. Still, it's not like I haven't met anyone new. I'll just have to try harder in the future. Finally, I'm finally standing back on the porch of the Latin house. I think all over the things I've done this year. Smiling to myself, I open the door and head inside. Only to be greeted by by the floor. I cough a few times, placing a hand on my forehead. I'm burning up. How did I let this happen? Maybe I pushed myself too hard during finals? Maybe I let too many purple monkey dishwashers? Next time I found myself conscious and coherent, I'm lying in my bed. A bowl of soup is on my end table along with my favorite book. I'm just about to pick it up when I hear the door opening. Hopefully she's not allergic to the hopefully she's not allergic to the over-the-counter. Oh, you're awake. Hi, Dominic. Did I collapse? Yes, I found you at the front door. I was so worried. I'm glad you're back up. Don't move around too much. You probably worked yourself sick. I went and grabbed some medicine at the store, so hopefully you'll be fine with some bed rest. You're so sweet to me, darling. What? Don't you get how important you are to me? Come on, let's get some medicine in you. I'm sure I'll be fine. You don't have to go to the trouble. I'll take care of you. Okay. That's the achievement. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. Okay. I'm sure I'll be fine. You don't have to go to the trouble. I insist. Come on, Anne. Let's get you through this. I reluctantly nod my head. I watch as he pours the medicine into a spoon and brings it over to me. Wait, that room looks different. Does anyone see the inconsistencies here? The wallpaper, bed sheets, curtains, what he's wearing. The penguin at least is the same. Thank God they kept the penguin the same. God dang it. The stuff is foul, but I imagine I feel a bit better. I guess I'm not above the placebo effect, though I do hope this is a good medicine. How's that? Okay? Hopefully you'll feel better soon. I hate seeing you like this, Anne. Oh, sweetie, it's okay. I just got a bit of cold or something. I'll be on my feet in no time. You'll be no such thing. You'll be staying in a warm, comfortable bed until you say you are all better. Until I say you're all better. Or until I let Dr. Rakesh operate. He'll probably paint your liver paisley. I laugh at his joke, which I immediately regret. The pain passes quickly, but I playfully punch Dominic in the arm. I'm dying, don't make me laugh. But laughter is the best medicine. No, medicine is the best medicine. Laughter is like number 3 after ice cream. Well, then I'm glad I brought you some actual medicine. Though I did miss ice cream. Sorry. I can't believe I ended up with such a sweet guy. Dominic has certainly seemed happier and more calm since we got together. Thanks, honey. I'm glad you're here to take care of me. Of course, Anne. I'll always be around for you. Just like you were there for me. Definitely. Oh no. I hope you don't get sick because of me, though. Well, if I do, it just means you'll get to baby me. In fact, that sounds pretty good. Dominic grins and then leans in to kiss me. I think about pushing him away, but it just feels right. When he finally pulls away, I can feel the medicine starting to take effect. My eyes flutter, and the last thing I see before I fall back asleep is my wonderful boyfriend pulling the sheets up and kissing my forehead. So, yeah, that's the last thing I remember doing my first year of college. It's been years, though, since I thought about my college days. As I look back at the time I spent in Latin House, it was definitely the start of a new chapter for me. The world seemed full of new possibilities, and I think I really wanted to seize them all. Well, maybe I let some opportunities pass me by, but I still feel like I made the most out of those years. I wasn't able to keep a perfect score running, but my grades did pretty well. Honestly, though, I think I was happier that way. I still graduated with a library science degree. More importantly, I wasn't tied to a desk with my nose in a book the whole time. I also got to experience the fun side of college. Whatever did happen to the others? It's hard to remember everyone these days. Let's see. Max dropped out of college after only 2 years. I still buy his CDs when I see them. He never exactly reached meteoric stardom, but he was certainly a fixture of the college scene for the next 6 years or so. I think he was always disappointed he didn't catch on huge, but he managed to make his living from his music, and I know that made him happy. Isabella eventually went back to Mexico. She stayed pretty much exactly long enough to get her master's in teaching. I long ago lost count of the boyfriends and girlfriends she had during the course of college, but to her credit, she never cheated on any of them. She writes every once in a while, and I promise to put me up, and promises, what? Oh, she writes me once in a while and promised to put me up if I ever make my way down there. Rakesh got called back home by his parents that summer. He never returned, and we never heard from him again. I guess he finally figured out he wasn't going to be a doctor. Sally managed to get arrested 3 times during the course of the college, though it was usually just at some protest or something, so she tended to get out with just slaps on the wrist. Eventually, her willingness to be stupid in the name of a cause got her noticed by a World Animal Foundation. She eventually managed to get her degree. Now she does publicity for the foundation. Wow, that's nice. Surprisingly, she and Memphis actually stayed together through the whole of it. They really did their best together. I don't think it ended until a couple years after college. Oh, but I've left out Dominic, haven't I? Dominic was so far ahead of me that by the time I managed to graduate, he was finally getting his master's degree, which meant we were both on the job market right out of college. Which was fine by us. We had each other, we were young and in love. While I had my job with the campus library, he kept on working as an RA. The market wasn't exactly great for the type of jobs he was going for. I was the first to stop working for the school. When I started making real money, I got a place and invited Dominic to come live with me. He agreed, and we spent the next couple of years in a lovely apartment together. We still managed to get into some trouble, but they were truly idyllic days. Idyllic days? I think, yeah. Idyllic days. Finally, one day I gathered up all of my courage and just asked Dominic to marry me. I couldn't have imagined I wouldn't have done it when I was younger. But this was a newer, wiser me. Dominic, of course, said yes, and we had a lovely ceremony in Paris. Dominic settled in to working on a safety testing for a local car manufacturer. We've been together ever since. As for me, well, I learned so much that first year of college. Not the least of which was to be myself and not to be so afraid of people. I mean, I don't think I've got over myself entirely in that first year. It took me quite some time to really figure out how to be me. I worked at the campus library for a few years after graduating. But when budget cutbacks hit a few years later, I had to get a new job. But yeah, everything else about me, you probably already know. And at any rate, that's good enough for now. I feel like I've been talking about myself for ages. How about you? How was your college experience? Again, this novel ceases to impress me by how well it's able to draw you in with the storyline. And I noticed something, there was a couple different endings, like Rakesh's ending was different, I think Max's ending was slightly modified, and I don't even remember hearing Sally's ending. I think her ending, if it wasn't different, was definitely there this time rather than not last time. I don't think it was there last time. Because I remember Max's, Dominic's, Rakesh's, and maybe that was it. I don't know. I don't remember Sally's, or maybe hers was different. But yes, I enjoy this series immensely. I think that this is arguably one of the better visual novels I've read up to this point, and I will argue that this pathway is my... I don't know, I can't even say it's a favorite because I liked both of them amazingly. Both the pathways I've currently done so far, I mean. Isabella's and Dominic's with Anne. So next, I'm probably going to do a Max and somebody. I'll probably do Max and Sally to start it off, or Max and Isabella. I heard Max and Isabella's is pretty saucy because, well, they're both party animals. But before I do another Anne playthrough, I think the last one I'll do is... Well, the last two I'll do is going to be Dominic with Anne, Max with Anne and Anne with Max. And I'll probably do those simultaneously. So one day I'll upload the first of Max's, and then the next day I'll upload the first of Anne's. And I'll kind of go back and forth between them so we can see both sides of the same storyline. And if you think that's a good idea, tell me, because I personally do. And since we're kind of ending this here, I just kind of want to say thank you so much for following me along with this journey we're having with this visual novel. There's still 2 more pathways I can go on this current character Dominic. On this current character Anne. I can go Rakesh and Rakesh and Dominic. Wow, I can't talk. Rakesh and Max. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Rakesh's first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do Max and his 3 or 4, whatever they are. And then we'll do the whole Max and Nanomax thing. It'll be great. It'll be fun time. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and end that one here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you on the next one.